Welcome to Chapter 3 from the Freight Broker Millionaire Mindset. Dr. Cameron Todd, starting with invest in yourself. Investment is about increasing the value of your assets. In other words, it is about maximizing what you have. Let's take investing in property as an example. You could buy a home and wait 10 or 20 years until the market values it much higher than the purchase price, or you could invest time, effort, and a little money in improving it, repainting, redecorating, and maybe adding to the pool. By doing these things, you accelerate the rise in the market value of the home. That's what flipping property is about. Same goes for people. If you get a job and you stay there 20 years, you'll be earning more when you leave than when you started, simply due to the cost of living increases. You may never be promoted or take on any new functions or even learn anything. By the time you leave, you'll still be making more money. If, however, you invest in yourself, learning, acquiring new skills, constantly seeking new challenges, chances are somewhere along the line you'll be noticed, and and that will translate into promotions, raises, and maybe even moving to newer, greener pastures. What it boils down to is simple. What you put in is what you will get out. Your positioning determines where you'll end up. In real estate, there's a saying, all that counts is location, location, location. Since you are the designer, architect, and builder of your lifestyle, how you position yourself will determine where you end up. If you sit in a corner quietly waiting for life to happen to you, chances are you'll go unnoticed, regardless of your skills, talents, and value. But if you make sure you're visible and that you not only accept credit for your achievements, you demand it, you will find that you'll be noticed and far more likely to climb the ladder to success and reach the success you dream of. Think of positioning as the sales function for you Incorporated. You've worked hard, invested time, money, and effort to have the skills and knowledge you have. Now you need to market your product. Would you venture out there to sell something with a lousy handwritten letter and a stilted, disjointed sales pitch? If you did, you'd be a terrible salesperson. No, you make sure that you look the part, had slick sales materials, your pitch was polished into a fine sheen. You'd prepare and position yourself and your product to be irresistible to your clients. That's exactly how you need to handle your life. Positioning your product, which is you, in such a way that your clients, the world, just can't say no. Give them an offer they can't refuse. Look, speak, and act like you know what your worth is, and no one will doubt you for a second that it's true. What comes after your name determines its worth. Have you ever looked at a business card of a professional? Chances are there's a series of letters, all which indicate their success in studies, from MD to PhD to MBA and more. These little letters mean a whole lot regarding how the world perceives you, right from the word go. Consider, if you see one of those cards, even if you have not seen the person, you've already have a picture of what they must be like, right? Learned, successful, happy, wealthy, and you're probably right. Although studies cannot give us everything, taking the time and effort to invest in ourselves by broadening our knowledge shows the world that we value ourselves, and that in turn increases the value the world places on us. Dr. Phil, the well-known psychologist, likes to say, you teach people how to treat you. That's one of the reasons that the letters behind a name mean the difference in how people perceive and treat you. Of course, it's not only the numbers that comes after one's name. Consider the articles that you read. For instance, you read something about Richard Branson. He never finished school, but the words billionaire entrepreneur or founder of the Virgin Empire nearly always succeeds his name. These words were out there, not by the university or piece of paper, but by his efforts. Your network reflects your net worth. Remember when your mom told you to stay away from someone because they were a bad influence? That does not stop when you grow up. Consider that the more people you know, the more opportunities you'll be exposed to. The more opportunities you encounter and take, the more chances of increasing your net worth will be. Then again, by sheer mathematics, your network is your greatest professional and personal marketing tool. Whether you're looking for a job or business opportunities, your network is the best place to start. You may be wondering why I say that. Consider, however, that you have a network of 10 people. Each one of those 10 people have 10 or more of his or her own people. By the time you reach a third tier of your network, you will have over 1,000 people in your extended network. For this reason, you need to look after your network by keeping in touch with key people that add value to your life. True success, whether financial or otherwise, is dependent on the right connections. Building and maintaining your network makes a lot of sense, but building a power network takes you even further. You need to be clear about the criteria of people you include in your power network. Do these people have something you value, and do you have something to offer them? The power network is about giving and taking, with the understanding that more you give, the more you receive. No one likes takers, but we all value those who share of their resources and ideas. Not all your networks are going to be about business or career success, and they shouldn't be. You need networks that fuel you in other areas of your spiritual network of friends and who help grow your spiritual journey as well. You need a fun network of people that you enjoy hanging out with, and so on it goes. Your worth is not only measured in dollars and cents, and your network must always be balanced for real growth and success to follow. Grow your network and grow your net worth. The value of your positioning. By the same token that qualifications and achievements determine your worth, they also determine their own. People are never purely a sum of what they know on paper or otherwise. Personality, drive, ambition, and many other factors come into play. And it's the sum of those parts that ultimately determines your value and your worth. However, in a purely literal sense, your qualifications and achievements, the things that come after your name, will impact on your earning capability, at least initially. Consider that starting salary for a high school graduate can be as low as minimum wage, sometimes even less. A university graduate, however, could command a good premium starting salary just because of what he or she brings to the room with her. What's the determining factor? In an entry-level position, it would be the letters behind your name. While a degree, diploma, or certificate can never determine your total worth, or indeed your chance of success or failure in the long term, they will certainly help you get your foot on the first rung of the ladder of success. There is a huge value in taking time and spending resources on positioning yourself by increasing your knowledge and experience, finding and growing your right network. This is not only about having bragging rights, but also about creating real value in which you are and which you have to offer the world. Invest in being future smart. If you want to be successful, you're going to have to learn to become more intuitive. What the market wants today is not necessarily what it will want tomorrow or the next day. And if you focus only on providing what's required and desired today, your tomorrow rolls around and you'll find yourself obsolete. Not to mention that the world's most successful people have all, in their own way, been pioneers, developing new and unheard of ways to deliver products, services, or a message to the world. Without that pioneering spirit, we'd all still be sitting in a cave waiting for lightning to strike so we could eat a hot meal. Paying attention to what the world is going to want as much as it wants now will stand you in a good stead when the time comes. If you are going to lead a significant, meaningful life, you will need to become future smart and be part of inventing the future if you want for yourself, the world around you to pay attention. Many people have been caught by surprise in the recent global recession because they thought what they had would always be what they will need to stay ahead in the future. Don't be caught by surprise. You've got to become future smart. A case study. Tiger Woods claims to have been using creative visualization techniques for attracting success from a very early age. He's been using the incredible power of his mind to visualize exactly where he wants his golf ball to stop. Today, he is one of the most famous and successful golf players in the world. Top Olympic athletes and other great sportsmen simulate the game in their heads and visualize themselves as a winner and star performer a day before they play it. It has been studied that if the sportsmen are trained in their minds about the tips and tricks of the game, they perform with equal results, or sometimes even better, than the sportsmen who train for equal time actually on the ground. It is because our mind cannot distinguish between something which has been visualized over and over again in the mental imagery and something that happened in reality. And this is Dr. Cameron Todd signing off from Chapter 3 of the Freight Broker Millionaire Mindset. Looking forward to Chapter 4 coming up next.